versus Carson Jones, man. Hey, Carson Jones beating the fuck out of Kell Brook, man. Kell Brook running. Look at that shit. He running. Look at him. He trying to fight out that back foot. Not having much success, huh, Kell? Look at you getting beat up by a bum, Kell. What's wrong, Kell? Look at you running. Philly shell? Ain't you from the UK? The fuck you doing? Look at this. Look at this. He running. He's still running. You getting your ass beat, Kell. He about to rally back, though, real quick. He about to rally back. Look at that. Look at that. He rallying back, though. Oh, he tried to. He gonna go hold. Oh, snap. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, you missing. You missing, Kell. Look at you. You just lost that round. Your nose bloody as hell. Look at his nose. Look at his face. You getting beat up by a bum, Kell. Your nose look big as fuck. Look at that shit. You getting beat. You getting beat the fuck up.
Hey, Hitman Boxing here. You just watched a little bit of round 8 from the Kell Brook versus Carson Jones fight. In a fight where Kell Brook was kind of dominating the fight for like up to the 6th round, right? And then the 7th round comes around and he's gassed out. He fighting a little slower, throwing punches a little slower, getting sloppy, getting tagged by Carson Jones, a bum. A dude that right now, I think he got like 14 losses or something like that right now. And I'm being nice. Carson Jones got about, I don't know, 11, 14 losses, something like that, right? This was like an IBF eliminator. He fought the dude twice, okay? He stopped him in the 2nd fight. But Kell Brook already got exposed by Carson Jones. Nobody's checking for right now, right? Nobody's checking for Carson Jones. But, you know, Kell Brook is running the entire fight, fighting off that back foot like he does so well, you know, with that straight right, you know, popping that jab real clean. But he's getting dominated in the fight past the 7th round. And as a matter of fact, before the 7th round ended, this dude fell over in exhaustion and because he was getting pummeled so hard. But that's Kell Brook, man. That's y'all savior, man. So I just wanted y'all to see that fight. Nobody talks about Carson Jones versus Kell Brook. You know, it's interesting because, well, he was getting his ass beat by a bum. And, you know, we know Kell Brook is a bum fighter extraordinaire, right? But he was getting dominated for a little bit by this bum. You know, this dude that don't got that much power, don't got that many knockouts. I think, well, actually, you know what? I think he had like 25 losses when he fought. No, my bad. 25 knockouts when he fought Kell Brook. So, I mean, he had the power, but, I mean, Kell Brook was getting embarrassed. You got a bloody nose. You got a cut over your eye from a bum. And this ain't the only time he got tagged up by a bum either. It's another one out there. I don't know which fight it is, but I'm going to find it. I'm going to find that fight, and we're going to find out which other fight he been tagged up and bloody as hell. So we're going to see what's up with Kell Brook when he fight Errol Spence, man. Kell Brook fights so well off that back foot. That straight right hand is dirty. And he got a good 1-2 combo. I ain't going to lie. But he's weak to the body, man. He weak as hell to the body. And he don't like to fight on the inside. And he will try to tie you up if you get too close, he will try to tie you up. He needs space to create his shots, man. That's what he's going to try to do against Spence. Spence is going to... We know Kell Brook's going to run. He's going to be running during the fight for sure. Unless he somehow gains the upper hand. Then he moves forward. Then he goes in for the attack. But for the most part, when he's fighting somebody his size, bigger, you know, someone who has punching power, he backs off. You know, he pops that jab. He fires that straight right. You know, he might hit you with an uppercut every now and then. Well, nobody said Kell Brook's a bad boxer. He's a great boxer. You know, I just have a problem with him fighting all bums. You know, I'm sick of that. So he's fighting Errol Spencer, right? Y'all call him Spencer, right? And we're going to see what Spence is about. We're going to see if Spence is a hype job. We're going to see if he's a killer. And I really think he's going to kill Kell Brook. I think he's going to knock Kell Brook's eye out of his socket. I think that's just going to roll onto the ground. And that shit just might blink while it's on the canvas. And then he's going to have to get a fake eye, you know, something along the lines of like a Kano or a Vega, some shit. I don't know, man. He going to need a new eye. Let's just put it that way, all right? And that shit going to be swole up. And then after the fight, he going to be like, hey, you know, all respect to Spencer. You know how he talk. He talk with a lisp like this. And, you know, he talk kind of high-pitched. Man, I fucking Kell Brook, man. Look, he gonna say he gonna move up to 154 after the fight, because he had trouble making the weight. Eddie Hearn wanted me to come down to wanted me to stay at 154, and I dropped down to 147 to defend my title. You know how I talk. You know how Kell Brook fucking talk. He gonna give all the excuses in the world after he get beat up. Just like he was getting beat up by Carson Jones. Just like he was getting beat up by Triple G. Always talking about how he exposed Triple G. You know what I'm saying? He lifted him off the ground with an uppercut. I ain't gonna lie, that was nice. He was outboxing him, but what happened? What was the end result of that fight? How you expose somebody and you lose the fight, right? How you expose somebody and you lose? Like, your corner stopped the fight. You didn't stop. You didn't get knocked down. You didn't get knocked out. Your corner stopped the fight because they was trying to preserve you. Because Eddie Hearn is just holding you out. That's all that's going on. He wants you to live to fight another day. But if they would have let him finish, Kell Brook, maybe both his eyes would have been broken. I don't know. But, he had a decent outing against him, man. But, I mean, again, I don't get why your boy's fighting so many bums, man. I don't get why Kell Brook does that, man. Why you fighting bums, man? He has so much practice fighting against these bums, man. I don't know how he's gonna look fighting against somebody who's a live one. And Spence is live. He been sparring Charlo brother. So he's sparring bigger opponents. But this ain't no Kevin Bizier. This ain't no Frankie Gavin. This ain't no JoJo Dan. And he not really Sean Porter either. Sean Porter just rush in, headbutt you. No, you ain't gonna get nothing like that, man. It's gonna be control ass whooping. You're gonna go to the body like he do it all his opponents. You're gonna go to the body. Spence gonna go to the body. You're going to break him down there. Vary his punch speeds. Vary the power on the punches. And if he don't go down from the body shots, then he's going to go to the face. He might break his eye again. We don't know how Kell Brook's going to hold up. We know he's got weak ribs. We know he got a weak eye. And we know he's going to be running the entire fight. But you know what? Errol Spence cuts the ring off very nicely. I think he's going to cut the ring off. He really needs to avoid that right hand, though. I ain't going to lie. He need to avoid Kell Brook's right hand. Because if Kell Brook start landing that right hand, then he's going to start trying to land them combinations. If he start landing them combinations, it's a wrap. So, I know Spence, he takes one to get one. But this ain't Chris Algieri. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Leonard Bundu. So, Errol Spence is supposed to be going over there, 2 weeks before the fight? I don't know if that's enough time, to be honest with you, to acclimate to that time zone change, personally. But, what do I know? He's got his own stable of people that's looking out for him. They got his best interest, at hand here. So, we don't know how that's going to go. We don't know how he's going to look in front of all those people that's hating him, But as far as matchup-wise, I think it's a really good fight, man. It's a really good fight on paper. We'll see if Errol Spence rises to the occasion. I think he will. Kell Brook should be pretty hungry too, man, especially since so many people are counting him out. I've been counting Kell Brook out for a year. I used to like Kell Brook, man. But then he just kept fighting bums. I don't get it. It took you 32 fights to get it took you 33 fights to get a championship fight? What's up with that? You just making bad career moves. You ain't finna be over in the UK holding that belt hostage no more. You about to get that shit up. That shit coming back to the US. And then you can move up to 154 and get beat up at 154. And once Kell Brook move up to 154, he's not trying to become a world champion. I mean, he might. He gonna look for the weakest link. But you're not about to be Arizlani Lara. You're not about to be Jamal. What is it, Jamel? I can't. Yeah, it's Jamel Charlo. You're not about to be Jamel Charlo. You definitely not about to be him. Who else got a belt? Ain't that WBO belt? Isn't that shit vacated? Or Canelo has? I don't think he vacated, but we know he's gonna vacate sooner or later. So probably what'll end up happening is Kell Brook will end up fighting for that WBO title, find him a bum in the UK, And then he'll hold that belt hostage if he ever gets it at 154. I'm just thinking ahead, man. You know, I'm just looking out for Kell Brook right now. You know, the man got a broken face, man. I don't know why his team ain't looking out for him like me, man. I don't know. But I know on May 27th, it's man down at Bramall Lane. It's a wrap. He going down. Man down, man. I'm telling you, man. Y'all seen how he was getting beat up by Carson Jones? Oh, come on. He was getting beat up by a bum. And I thought Kell Brook was a bum killer, man. He getting tagged up, getting bloody nose from a bum? Man, he getting more than a bloody nose on May 27th from Errol Spence, excuse me. But go ahead, man. Y'all pick who y'all want to pick for this fight. I know who I'm riding with. I'm riding with the winner. The truth. Kell Brook about to get his ass beat. That nose gonna get broke. That eye gonna get broken. The other eye just might get broken too. Them ribs gonna be broken. He gonna go out in an ambulance. He ain't gonna be able to walk after the fight. He gonna have that oxygen mask on. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook, man, it's over. It's a wrap, Kell. You should have just brought your ass over to the U.S. and fought, man. That would have been a better look for you. You know, you fighting in Bramall Lane every damn fight. O2 Arena, Bramall Lane. You just fight. You just stay fighting over there. You only had one fight outside the UK, I think, right? And that was, I'm not sure. Where do you fight Sean Porter at? You probably fought him at the StubHub or something, man, in Cali. I'm willing to bet that. But damn. I hope Kell Brook is ready, man. I hope he's ready because this ain't no game. I hope it ain't. I hope he's ready. I want to see a good fight, man. You know, I would love to see 12 rounds of just nonstop action. But you know what? I'm a little worried that the judges might go ahead and try to rob Spence if it goes 12 rounds. Unfortunately, Spence going to have to knock out Kell Brook to win this fight. Y'all say what y'all want, but y'all know they're not about to give Errol Spence this win. If it goes 12 rounds, y'all know that. Y'all know the judge is going to give it to Kell Brook. No matter if it's a close fight, Kell Brook got the win. So Spence needs that knockout. He needs that knockout to win. It's quite obvious, you know. So pick who y'all want to pick, man. If you've been watching my channel, you know I got Spence. And I got him by stop. I hope he stops Kell Brook, man. Kell Brook be gassing out too early, man. You know, he had to drop all that weight. He's not going to be ready for this fight, man. Like, his body's not going to be ready. You know, mentally he might be there, man, but his body's not going to let him prevail through this fight, man. That's what I think. That's all I think, man. So let me know what y'all think of Mr. Kell Brook and Spencer. And let me know what you think is going to happen to Kell Brook come May 25th, right? May 25th and shit up in here. Watch that shit early. That shit going to come on early as hell. May 27th. Kell Brook. About to get his ass beat with them short-ass arms. Hitman Boxing, I'm out.